Hi everyone, and welcome to week 3 of a Crafty Christmas collab. The premise of this collab is you take one paper pad and you make projects every week in November, and the projects are posted on Wednesday mornings. So here it is Wednesday morning, and I want to show you what I made for week 3. It's a card making kit. This was inspired by one of the gals from the Bourbon Creek Crafts Facebook group. Posted one she made that was from a Shelley Geigel tutorial, and although I didn't follow Shelley's tutorial, I just made a box and put cards in it. I mean, it was a brilliant idea. And my idea with this is on Thanksgiving, or the day after Thanksgiving, we'll be camping, and there will be a couple of ladies, and I figure we can sit around the picnic table at a reasonable social distance and make cards while watching TV, not just the guys watching TV. So it's got an acetate cover, and I cut out a circle. I traced a plate and cut it out, and then put acetate on it. It's not perfect, and of course this was from one of those sheets in the paper pad that was the full-size sheet, and I just thought it worked out really well for this. And then I decorated it with some die cuts and a little piece of ribbon. The box itself is about 8 by 8. It's got not a very deep lid. It's not even an inch. And then I made dividers in the box. First I decided what I was going to put in here, and then I made dividers. And so of course we have the card bases and card fronts, and there's even smaller squares and rectangles that are already mounted with on cardstock, so that way they've got the border around it, because I like cards with borders around it for the most part. Not all of it is like that. And then I have some stamped or die cut sentiments in there, die cut shapes. There's stars, snowflakes, swirls, poinsettias, just a lot of different die cut shapes. And then over here I've got banners and longer pieces, and again these are all mounted with a cardstock. This one I did emboss, because look, wouldn't that be fabulous? And then this little treasure trove has a little tape runner, although I'll bring out other ones, some silver thread, some baker's twine, some snowflakes, enamel dots in silver, iridescent really, pearl and red, and then I've got some pop dots in there. So really everything that we need. I'll bring along some other adhesive, and of course I'll have scissors for us to do it. And I figured it really will be easy to do even by the people that are non-card making. They're all creative people, but you would take a card base and then one of the already bordered fronts, and then you can take a banner and put on a greeting, and then add some zing. So I mean something like that would make one. Or take a card front, and then I have some, this is a snowflake pattern, really glittery. I did not put that on a base because it's good by itself. Now there's that. You could put this nice die cut Merry and Bright, because that shows up there really nicely, and maybe some other embellishments. Or this one, it's not on a base, but it'll give you a wider border. What else can we put for? Oh, maybe something like this. And then, so again, even if my friends are not particularly crafty, it's really 1, 2, 3. A base, a couple of rectangles or banners, a greeting, and then some pizzing. And And that'll make something quick. I mean, besides that, could you do that? Yeah, maybe. Or there's that. I don't know. But you guys get the idea. So I thought this would be fun to do for Thanksgiving. I'll bring it out really all weekend. We can sit there and make cards while we're drinking our wine or eating our leftover turkey or whatever it is. And so that's what I have for week 3 of a Crafty Christmas collab. Don't forget to check out everybody below in the description box. You can purchase this paper. It's still available online. The link is in the description box. It is a red and white Christmas by Recollections. What I liked about this is there's enough of the neutral patterns, you know, like that you can do a lot with, and yet there are some cut aparts, and there was only 2 pages, I think it was 2, of the full sheet patterns, because sometimes you get 4 or 6 of those full sheet patterns. I mean, 2 different designs. And then you're stuck trying to cut around it. Actually, see, this one was in one of those full sheet patterns, but there was enough in the center that I could cut out 2 card bases, and there was a border. It wasn't this border, but there was a border around it that I could make the banners out of too, so it was useful. And it had a sentiment on it. It said Merry Christmas, so I could cut that out too. But sometimes I feel like, oh my goodness, I'm just going to have to turn it over and use it as white paper. So that's what we have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. You really want to see what we're making next week. It is something you do not want to miss going into the holiday season.